Alright, y'all, I made it out of church. Ooh, that was really bad lighting for a second there. The sermon was pretty good. I saw someone I recognized, but it was from far away. And I was not gonna, well, I saw them at like the altar call. So, not the right time to, you know, address things with that person probably. But church service was pretty good. Oh, shoot. It's hard getting out of here some days because it's a lot of people. But I made it. Ooh. Alright, well, since I might be stuck in this traffic for a little bit, I want to say something. A topic that I think is maybe not funny, but just, you know, how I feel about it. So I get a lot of, I mean, when I make like TikTok videos or just videos of me like doing like my outfit or look of the day videos, I get a lot of comments like, oh, you're so confident. Oh, you're so this and that. Or I love your confidence. And I think people mean well by them. But also I think it's like somewhat of a, I don't want to say backhanded compliment, but it's like, you know, telling someone they're confident is like, it's almost like they're saying, oh, well, I want to let this car back out, but I don't have enough, I didn't really leave enough space for them. And yeah. Okay, they backed out, fine. But anyways, it's almost like saying like, you shouldn't be confident so in the way you look. Let me explain myself. So first and foremost, it's not really that I'm confident. It's really just that I don't care. Like, I don't live my life to impress other people. And therefore, I do things whether or not I just do things that I enjoy. Or wear things that I like. Like, it's not really about, like, me trying to impress anybody with my appearance. So that's what makes me feel the most. Oh, there's, like, too many people trying to pull out right now. And I've already let 2 cars back out. And there's, like, 3 more. But this car turning out is not doing it the right way. So they're just slow. Well, there's also where people walking. Anywho, oh, what a savior, for he is Lord. Basically, you always are just waiting for someone to be kind enough to let you out. And whether or not that's gonna happen, oh, thank you, is not always telling. The guy who just let me in, I'm pretty sure was the guy that sat by me in church today. Anyways, it's really not that I'm confident, it's that I don't care. And I don't think that's the same thing. I mean, honestly, I'm confident more so just in like, it's not really about like how I look, it's really just like I just don't care and I post things whether or not I actually feel like I look good or not sometimes, which is also maybe interesting to some people. But my biggest I would let this car in, but this car is too big. I don't know if this motorcyclist is gonna let him in. Anyways, I'm missing my point. The point I wanted to make was really, sometimes I feel like when people say like, oh, I love your confidence, it's like almost like I shouldn't be confident And I do think a lot of it is because of my weight, right? Like, people say that to me mostly because I'm a bigger plus size person, and maybe people assume I'm not supposed to be confident, or I'm not supposed to, wear certain things. And the reality is, I think this is the thing too. I do be forgetting I'm overweight sometimes. It sounds so funny to say it, but I be forgetting. Like, it's really just not something that bothers me personally. I do think my weight bothers other people a lot of times more than it bothers me. Like, other people care more about my weight than I do most of the time, and I think it's very telling. Well, it's just not my biggest concern. To other people maybe it is. To me, it's just like, it's not the most important thing. But at the end of the day, whether or not I lose weight is up to me, not other people. But I guess I just forget I'm overweight, and that's what people see sometimes when they look at me, is just my weight, my size, whatever, is sometimes the first thing people know about me. But personally, for me, I'm just used to it, so I don't really think about it. But I also think a lot of times people are, when they're saying like, oh, she's so confident, they're really talking about my size, and basically like the assumption that I'm confident for someone of my size, because I guess being my size, people don't expect you to be confident, which is why I said it's like somewhat of a backhanded compliment, because would you post someone's confident on someone who's smaller? Or I'm like, I just don't, I think it comes from like a genuine place when people say it, but it also is just like, I'm not really confident. I'm just doing the things other people do at my size. Like, other people post outfit of the day videos. I post outfit of the day videos. I wear things that are fashionable. But honestly, my mom says the same thing to me. She's like, you're really confident to wear the stuff you wear. And I'm like, it's really not confidence. It's that I don't care. And I'm not trying to impress other people. And I'm not trying to, I don't live for the approval of other people. So I'm doing things because I like it, because I enjoy it. But maybe like me not caring does help people feel more confident to do those things if you're not feeling confident. So maybe I actually do have confidence, and I just don't see it that way. I really just see it as I don't care. And I'm not always confident either. It's just like, I don't care. Like, if I wear certain things, or if I'm dressed a certain way, like, it's just like, life's too short to care what other people think about you all the time. And that's the other thing, like, with my like weight and being overweight or being fat, whatever you want to call it, a lot of times if I'm getting trolled by someone on the internet, they're going to bring up my size, they're going to bring up my weight, they're going to try to put me down for my body a lot of the times. And I've just learned to not care about those types of comments as well, because I'm just realizing, honestly, the other part 2 thing that I've said before, like, if you're dating as a plus size woman or being overweight, there's men who are not going to be interested in me or in you because of your size. And the thing is, I don't care. Like, why would I focus my attention on people who don't want to date me? Like, it doesn't matter if they don't want to date me because of my weight or because of whatever other reason. It's just like, I'm not going to focus my attention or worry about someone who's not interested in dating me. That's just a waste of my space. I can't control other people. It really just comes down to, it's like, everyone's not going to like you. And that's actually okay. Like, everyone doesn't have to like you. Everyone's not going to, every person that you're interested in is not always going to return the same interest. But it doesn't mean like you're less than as a person or not worthy or good enough for someone to date. It's just like, there's so many people out there I focus on people who don't want to date you, which is why it doesn't bother me when people are like, oh, I don't date black women, oh, I don't date overweight women, or I don't date whatever XYZ. It's like, okay, don't date them. Like, I feel like there's no reason to like point out, you know, some like superficial things that you wouldn't date. Just don't date them. I'm like, if you're gonna be superficial, but why do you have to vocalize all the people? Now, when I talk about superficial, I mean like you're only talking about like physical traits in a person as being like what you will or will not date. I personally am more concerned about someone's character and how they treat someone. So if I'm saying I'm not dating someone, it's not really just based off of their appearance. It's based off of their character, how they treat people, whatever. My biggest pet peeve is rude people and disrespectful men. Well, disrespectful people in general, but especially disrespectful men. So it doesn't really concern me whether or not someone's interested in dating me or not. Like, and the funny thing is, someone had commented on, I want to say it's like a shorts on my vlog YouTube. Someone made a comment like, oh, I wouldn't date you. And I'm like, what? Like, first of all, a random person commenting that they don't date me as if I know them and I'm trying to date them is hilarious to me. Because what makes you think why would I care? Like, why would I care about a person I don't know? And this person commented from a profile, also with no profile picture. I don't even know what you look like, right? Why are we assuming, one, I would be interested in dating you to care about whether or not you would date me or not, which I don't. But when people, like, what gives people the gall is really my question, to make a comment like that on a person they don't know's page, and just literally trying to essentially like put someone down by being like, I wouldn't date you. But like, what gives you the audacity really to think that, one, someone should care whether or not you date them or not? But also, why would you, like, what did you hope to accomplish? Was that supposed to hurt my feelings? Was that supposed to make me upset that a random person on the internet who I don't know, wasn't trying to date and don't care to date, doesn't want to date me? That's supposed to make me feel bad? Is that, were you trying to hurt my feelings? Were you trying to make me feel less than? I don't know. Like, I would just think about, like, what was that person trying to accomplish with that sort of comment, other than, I guess, a really bad attempt to put me down. I'm like, why would I care? I don't even know who you are, and I'm not trying to date you to care. And also, even if I did care, I wouldn't be interested in someone who's not interested in me. Why would I waste my time focusing on someone who's telling me they don't want to date me? Like, I feel like people just don't think about these types of things. Anyways, confidence comes from within. It's not about your outer appearance. I'm confident in the person that I am. I don't place my confidence in, like, my surface level things and things like that. And I think that's also one of the reasons I don't necessarily care that much about my weight or being fat or being oversized. It's just like, I'm used to it when I feel like losing weight or when I'm ready to really focus on it, because I do want to get in shape. Like, I want to be in shape, but it's just not something that I feel like is the most important thing for me to achieve to, like, make it in life. It's really just about, you know, I do want to have, like, a better physique as far as just, like, being healthy, being more active. I want to be able to, like, run a mile again and all that stuff. It's more just about, like, my physical fitness. But I'm really not concerned about, like, oh, I have to lose weight for people to like me. The last thing I care about is whether or not someone's going to like me based off of my size, based off of my appearance, whatever. I'm not concerned about other people's interest in me. And I got to this point because of maturity, because I used to be insecure about myself and about my looks and about my appearance. And then you get older and you realize, stop caring what random people think about you. My confidence comes from, honestly, God. It does not come from my appearance, my weight, my size, whatever. It comes from God. It comes from knowing the person I am on the inside. And that's really all you need. Don't be so focused on like what other people think about you. Stop worrying about other people's opinions of you. If someone doesn't like you, that's fine. Like, you don't have to not like them, but don't worry or focus on the negative people who don't have good intentions. Like, why focus more on people who don't like you when you can focus on the people who love you, care for you, appreciate you? Like, if someone doesn't want to date me, okay, why would I focus on that person? Focus on the people who want to date you. And that's really just what it comes down to. Like, if you're focusing on the negative people and the negativity, it'll get to you. But if you focus on the positive people and the people who care and value you, that's how you can be like confident and not worry about just people who have nothing good to say. Anyways, I'm at Chipotle. I'm about to go get me my Sunday meal, and yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this chit chat.